Welcome to the Trauma Llama Club. My name's Chris. I'm here to share my personal story about being the supporter, being the spouse of a first responder who is dealing with complex PTSD. It's a challenging journey. Hopefully what I share can help you navigate your own path as a supporter of that person. So join us. Your TLC adventure starts now. As difficult as it is living with PTSD, I don't want to negate in any way the difficulty of being the support or spouse of someone or first responder who has complex PTSD. Being a first responder myself, it's trained into me to look for all those signs and symptoms. They're all in the posters in all the halls. But even I didn't recognize those signs and symptoms that Rebecca was portraying. I just thought it was just the regular daily stress of life. Just family life, kids, work, whatever. All of that I just thought was what everybody was kind of going through. I attributed it to all of that and maybe negated it, unfortunately, and maybe I could have helped at that point. I did recognize that her sleep was either interrupted or she was having less of it, harder to get to sleep. She was more agitated and her level of agitation was growing, that there was definite periods of withdrawal from the family, from me, from society in general. And I just thought that if maybe I helped a little bit more or a lot more, that I would be able to ease some of those symptoms. We'd be able to get back into a regular pattern. So I would let her sleep longer, or I would accept the earlier bedtimes. Instead of going to bed at 11, she'd start going to bed at 10, 9, 8:30. I would just accept those, thinking that if she got more sleep, it would be okay. Around the house, I started doing more chores, more cooking or cleaning, things like that. Same as the errands outside of the house, making sure I did the more kids drop-offs. I did more shopping. Anything that she needed to go get, I would go to get, so she didn't have to go into society and deal with the stressors that she recognized were starting to come up. I was hoping that those would ease those symptoms. But despite doing all that, there was still an emotional distance because none of that actually was helping. We didn't know what it was. Beck was dealing with a lot of anxiety, a lot of physiological symptoms, but not having a label to, not knowing the symptoms, not knowing what to look for or how to help treat them. We didn't know what it was at the time. There was a definite feeling, especially on me, for a feeling of helplessness. I want to help. I want to do more. I want her to have the best life she can, but I didn't know how to do that. It was always like I was walking on eggshells just to make sure I didn't activate anything that would be a stressor to her. So by giving so much of myself, I stopped the practicing my own self-care. I stopped working out. I stopped eating well. I started eating my feelings really and retreat into my own little world. As her world got smaller, so did mine, because at the end of the day, that's all I had. My capacity limit had been reached, and I would need to cocoon. As she started traversing her journey into healing, I started to learn more about it myself. She would share what she had learned through her therapy. I started going to my own therapy and started to realize it's kind of like the flight attendants when they say put your oxygen mask on first before helping someone else. It's kind of what I had to start learning to do. I had to learn how to help myself so I could help her better. And I think what came from that and those conversations is just learning honest communication, but it was communication on both sides. She had to learn what she could and couldn't do and be able to express those things so I could figure out where I could help and pick up the slack, pick up the pieces. But I also had to learn to be able to express, and that's hard for me, learn to express when it's something I need. This is what I need, or I can't do that. I've reached my capacity for this. And whether that's Hey, I just don't have the ability to cook dinner tonight. Let's just order pizza. And that's okay. It's learning to have those limits, but engulfed in that is being able to have those honest conversations with each other. You have to hold on to the belief that things are going to get better, but accept the fact that there are going to be bad days or bad times or bad moments. And hopefully by working through it, you're going to have more good days than the bad days. The good moments will outnumber the bad ones. And as we go, we'll accomplish this understanding by setting those limits and knowing those personal limits and having those good, honest conversations. Just remember, if you are the support of the spouse of a person, of a first responder dealing with complex PTSD, you're not alone. It's a tough journey and there was no roadmap given to you. There are supports out there for both of you along this way. So don't be afraid. Reach out to whoever is going to help support your mental health, whether that's your friends, your family, your mental health providers. If you found this helpful, please like, share, subscribe to the channel for more content on managing your mental health and complex PTSD. Take care of each other. Remember to indulge in the TLC that you deserve. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.